Hey guys, welcome back to Pafalauda, and welcome back to Café Enchanté. Rindo fucking needed to go to the hospital, but instead we brought him to a cafe, so I guess Il and Canis better have some magic touch to heal his injuries, or else he's gonna die, and I'm gonna feel horrible. So let's just get into it. The rain that was drenching the streets had stopped, and the droplets of water on the windows began to thin. After Mr. Rindo was carried up to one of the empty rooms on the second floor, Il began to use his powers to heal him. Although he lost a lot of blood, his wounds, fortunately, weren't as deep as I thought. I'm sure he's resting soundly in his bed right now. Yes, he's alive. Oh, God. Meanwhile, Ascaria sat there quietly in the store. Do you want something to drink? You didn't get to finish your drink the last time you were here, after all.
怖くないわけ。
Huh?
こうして俺と一緒にいるの。怖くないのかって話。俺がさっき何したか、あんただって見てただろ。
Karia was shaking as he asked me that. He was terrified at the answer he thought I was going to give him. Before I answer that, I'd like to ask you to do something.
お願い?
Try drinking my coffee. I poured coffee, extracted from dark roast beans, into a glass with ice in it. I made sure to be quick, as the flavor would dissipate if it cooled too slowly. It needed to be on the thick side too, otherwise the flavors would get dull. Here you go. I handed the iced coffee to Karia, who looks at me with a suspicious face.
どう見たって普通のコーヒーにしか見えないけど。
Just try a sip. I watch quietly as the young boy hesitantly brings the cup to his mouth. How does it taste?
普通。
Here I was hoping you'd love it. I've still got a lot to learn.
でもこれ魔王とか鎧の人とかが飲んでたのと同じだろ。だからてっきりすごい味とか変な効果があるのかと思ってた。
No, nothing like that at all. This place is it's just a regular cafe. With a look of bewilderment on his face, I smile softly and continue. Mizir, Canis, Il, Ignis, and Mr. Rindo. All the coffee I serve them is from the completely ordinary human world. But everyone loves drinking it, and they all have their preferences. I brought the coffee I poured into my mouth, the same beans as the one in Karia's drink. But these were a light roast and had a fairly light flavor to them. It's a pretty rough example, but I feel like the difference between humans and non-humans are like coffee beans. Roast, water temperature, brewing method. The taste can change depending on all that, but the beans all come from the same place.
それ遠回しに俺は人間だよって言って慰めてくれてるわけ。
No. I tilt my head to the side and speak again. You're a non-human. Regardless of who you are mentally, physically there's no denying it. But, you know, in terms of being a guest here, drinking coffee, to me, Mr. Rindo's the same as everyone else. I waved my hand though, gesturing that I know I can't explain it very well. If you'll drink my coffee happily, it doesn't really matter who you are. It just makes me happy that you're here. So, Karia Abe, personal guest of my shop, I want to say, thanks for drinking my coffee. I'd love it if you came to visit again. Mr. Rindo said so too, remember? Believe in yourself, like your parents do. You can be confident that I'm here to help. As the owner of Enchanté, you'll always be treated as a guest of this house. Regardless of how you see yourself or what path you choose, Enchanté will always welcome you to come and drink a cup of coffee.
あんたおかしいんじゃないの？人外をコーヒーに例えるとかさ。
I guess I've gotten used to them. After a short silence.
でも結局は俺にはもう選択肢なんて一つしかない。
Karia looked down. He managed to squeeze out the words that were as bitter to him as the coffee he tried.
両親には必死に隠してきたけど、最近はもう外で生活してるだけでも 呼吸が苦しくなってくる。苦しくなって何も考えられなくなって、ふとしたことで力が漏れる。だからこのままじゃ俺またさっきの林道さんみたいに誰かを
いやいや、勝手に殺さないでくれるかな。
Ugh. A voice cuts Karya off. Surprised, I looked towards the sound, and there stood Mr. Rindo, wearing his signature smile.
おじさんもまだまだ未練がいっぱいあるからね。そう簡単には死ねないよ。例えば、そう。今期の特撮ものの最終回だってまだ見てないんだからね。
Did he really just make a reference to Tiger King? I swear to God. If he did, that's insane. Mr. Rindo, you should still be resting.
心配ご無用。いるの若干適当な砲術のおかげで傷も塞がってるよ。
Oh, this fool. Oh, whoops. Oh, God. Winking at me, he sits down next to Karya. Karya's shoulders seem to flinch.
ごめんなさい。俺のせいで怪我を。
言ったでしょ。心配ご無用って大した怪我じゃないさ。そう。わざわざ GPM に報告する必要もない程度のかすり傷ってね。
Rindo? You know what? I've gained a little respect for this man. Understanding what Mr. Rindo meant, Karya's eyes opened wide. Mr. Rindo responds in turn.
で、カリア君。君はどうしたい？
どうって、俺は。
おっと、道が一つしかないって答えは現金かな。言ったろ、自分を信じろって。その信じた君を支えるのは大人の僕がやってやる。ここにいるマスターである彼女も、うちのとんでも常連も、きっとそれでも君は君の望みを口にするのが怖いかい？
俺。
Karya squeezes his hand into a fist, and then...
両親と離れたくない。一緒にいたい。死にたくない。でもこの力で父さんと母さんを傷つける方がもっと怖い。どっちも選べないよ。どんなに中途半端でもそれが俺の選んだ答えなんだ。
With a wavering voice, without enveloping himself in ice. Finally, as a normal middle school boy, he let out his true feelings.
それが君の答えか。なら僕も僕で約束を果たそうかな。君が選んだ道を支えるために。体は人外、心は人間。ミシェルの言葉を借りるなら、君はいわば半分半分。極めて特殊な状況だ。けど、このアンシャンテっていう場所は、君と同じ半分半分なんだよ。
それってどういう？
Mr. Rindo glances at me, and I nod. Karya, I was talking with Mr. Rindo in the room earlier, but do you want to help out here at the cafe? Oh my god, that's such a good idea.
はあ？このガキを店で雇うだ？
That's what you're concerned about, Ignis? I used this opportunity, when everyone was here, handling cleanup from the incident and nursing Mr. Windows' wounds, to discuss the matter.
なるほど。アンシャンテで働くことで定期的に養成会を訪れさせるってことか。
それだけじゃないよ。帝の話だと、カリア君の症状は養成会に触れる機会さえ増えれば徐々に改善するものらしい。時間はかかるかもしれないけど、うまくいけばそのうち学校にも通えるようになるんじゃないかな。
ですがそれは根本的な解決になっていないのでは？アンシャンテから長期にわたって離れればすぐさま彼は命の危機に陥るのでしょう？
あくまで決断を先延ばしにするだけに過ぎんだろう。だが
Yeah, I'm suggesting this because of what Karya decided just now. I just want to prioritize what he wants.
先延ばし、大いに結構じゃない。それだって彼が持ってる立派な権利だ。もちろん将来的には自分で生きる道を決めなきゃいけない。また大きな選択があるのは間違いない。
With a gesture from Mr. Rindo, Karya agrees with a nod. Yay! He's gonna come help work at the cafe.
その参考にするためにちゃんと自分への向き合い方とか人外の生き方とか力とかこのアンシャンテでの日常を見て勉強したい。
いいんじゃない？人外を身近に感じるって意味ではこんなにぴったりな場所はないだろうし。
Ignis, are you okay with this?
なんで俺の許可を求めんだよ。確かに驚きはしたが。今のマスターはお前だろ。だったら好きにすりゃいい。
Ignis waved my question away, but seemed to be in agreement along with everyone else. Thank you. Come on, Karya. Let's say thank you to everyone because we're being a pain. If we're like, everybody already knows who you are. Let's say thank you. They all helped you move forward and really did a lot for you. Let's say thank you, okay?
ありがとうございます。
What's wrong, Yul? You've just been staring at Karya.
いえ、あくまで第一印象の話なのですが、彼、どことなくイグニスの持つ雰囲気に似通ってはいませんか？
He does! I didn't even think of that!
はあ？俺のどこがこんな生意気なガキに似てるってんだよ。
And honestly, yeah! They really...
いきなり何？人を生意気とか。
Oh my god!
こっちこそあんたみたいな暑苦しいやつ似てるとか心外なんだけど。
このガキ溶かしてやろうかこんにゃろ。
ほら、似ていたでしょ？
We were so similar. Oh, I guess so. They both do seem to be impulsive and could be better honest with themselves. Once Karya's introductions and greetings were over, Il looks over to Mr. Rindo.
しかし、無茶をしましたね、リンド。まだ傷は塞がっていないはずでは？
What? Is that true?
ええ、私は治癒系の砲術は増えてとしていますから、施したのはあくまで応急処置程度。
Bring him to the hospital! Didn't Mr. Rindo say that his wounds had closed up? I glance over at Mr. Rindo, who smiled to dismiss the matter.
そこはほら鍛え方が違うから。マスターの愛ある励ましのおかげでもうすっかり良くなったよ。
Oh my god, go to the doctor!
へえ。
Mazir's eyebrow peaked and slowly began to stand up. And with casual movements, he gets behind Mr. Rindo and...
えい。
He gently pokes at his ribs with a finger. Oh god, Rindo! Mr. Rindo, are you okay?
大丈夫大丈夫だよただミシェル君はいつか殴る
ごめんごめん。ついついね。元気になったらいつでも受け入れますとも。
痩せ我慢していたのか。油汗が大変なことになっているぞ。
おいことね、この3割死人が10割死人になる前にとっととベッドに寝かしてこい。
Before his half-dead ass is like full dead. Right.
あ、俺も手伝いとか。
いや、ここは彼女に任せておけばいい。カリア、お前には我々から今しばし人外について話聞かせるとしよう。
Step by step, trying to reduce the impact on his body from each step, we carefully go up the stairs. I put Mr. Rindo's arm over my shoulders and support him as best I can. Oh, picture get.
あたたたたたた。
I knew it. You were pushing yourself, huh? I sigh at Mr. Rindo, trying to laugh off the matter. He must have been enduring intense pain that whole time you were talking to Karya. How many times do I have to tell you? You should have said something. You could have at least given me a little alert that you were planning on working yourself hard enough to go get injured.
カリア君偉そうにお説教した後に君にお説教されちゃうとは年上の威厳も肩なしだね。
Mr. Rindo murmured strokingly, but I suppose I should be relieved enough that he's still able to joke around at all, as I felt some relief within myself.
琴音ちゃ
Oh,
ん、
that was a weird sentence. Yes?
カリア君のことあれでよかったのかな。
I'm not sure. That's up to Karya now. But at the very least, I think he found the courage to honestly look at himself, thanks to you. Rindo's shouting in that moment. He reached him when no one else could.
そうか。僕の独りよがりになってないならいいんだけどね。
Huh?
彼が何も知らないままに異世界、人外の世界に足を踏み入れてしまって、その結果、彼の精神や人生そのものが壊れてしまったらと思うと、あの時止めていれば、そう自分が後悔する。僕はそれだけは嫌だったんだ。結局のところ、僕は自分が可愛いだけの最低な大人だよ。
Mr. Rindo seemed somewhat lonely, mumbling with and chastising himself. Mr. Rindo, did something ever happen in the past between you and non-humans?
どうしてそう思うの？
I just had a feeling. You didn't seem worried about the future. As much as you were feeling regret, that's how I heard it anyway. Adding that I wouldn't pry any further, Mr. Rindo thanks me and smiles.
後悔はしてるよ。この世界に何も考えず気楽に足を踏み入れた自分に対して。心配しないで。人外は危険とは思ってるけど、別に毛嫌いしてるわけじゃないさ。ただね、もっと別の道があったのかもとふとした瞬間に思わずにはいられない。偉そうに言っておきながら、僕自身が選んだ道に自信が持てないんだ。だからまだ選ぶことができるカリア君にはそんな後悔をしてほしくない。
After murmuring his explanation, he promises to rest and lay on the bed in the guest room for the day. The tumultuous events surrounding the newest face at Enchanté quietly came to an end. Rindo, you fucking... Oh, I'm gonna... Oh, God. Oh, I love how Ignis in every single picture is just eating food. Like... Oh, I'm so... Oh. Oh. Oh, I think we're from Ignis's perspective? I don't know. I came across it by chance. I talked to it on a whim, even. Oh.
Oh, そこのちみっこいの。んなとこで何してんだ。ぼーっとしてるとあっという間に狩られちまうぞ。
I kneeled down to get more level with this thing lying on the shore.
ん？なんだお前。見たことねえ面だな。つか、それ以前に魔獣か？どうも見てるこっちが気の抜ける顔してやがる。
So rude.
ん？俺が？俺はイグニスって。
Curious about this weird creature, I reached out my arm, lit in flames, but...
名乗ったところでビビらせるだけか。
how I'm thought of in this world, and how everyone reacts to me. I recall those memories, and thinking what would happen here, I pulled back. And then, for some reason, it just stared at my face with a searching look in its eyes. Oh! And right into my stomach. It tackled me with precision. Ignis is dead too. Everyone's dying.
お待たせしました。ご注文のアイスカレーです。
Who? What? Curry rice, chilled cooking. Is that cooking?
カリア君、僕普通のカレーをお願いしたんだけど。
当店はアイスしか取り扱ってないんで。
マスターに断りなく勝手にメニュー変えちゃダメでしょ。琴音ちゃん、この子にホット系の注文を運ばせるのはやっぱり難しいみたいだよ。
Huh? What do you mean? What? This curry's totally frozen. It was still hot when I handed it to Karia.
氷の力で無意識に冷やしてしまったのだろうな。
Oh my god, it's rock
だね。
solid.
俺の頼んだブレンドもカッチコチに凍ってるし。
Ah, right. You don't deal well with hot things in general, huh? I'm sorry I didn't consider that.
別に俺もこの程度なら大丈夫かなって油断してたから。
Karia didn't look irritated. He seemed depressed. But it hadn't even been a week yet since he started coming here regularly, and he can't help making mistakes. After the ancestral relapse incident, he began working part-time at Enchanté, considering it was in between the human and fairy worlds. Of course, it wasn't exactly within labor regulations to have him working considering his age. So for his pay, we're providing goods that he wants, that we can get our hands on, equal to what I'd pay a normal staffer. But all I want is for him to not worry about the work so much, and just enjoy his time here.
ま、カリア自身が頑張りたいってお手伝いしてくれてるんだし、こういうのは笑って終わりってね。
そうだね。カレー別に冷たくても美味しくいただけるわけだし。
ありがとう。徐々にだけど俺も頑張るよ。
Oh, come to think of it, Karia, you've been going to Medio every day since you started working, right? For a little bit of time at least? I know it's new territory. Let me know if you ever need help, okay? Karia's eyes look my way as he responds.
別に俺は平気だよ。メディオに行くときはあの口の悪い人がいろいろと世話してくれるし。
Vania. The rude one. He must be talking about Vania. Although, I'm sure it'd be fine if we leave Karia to them.
少年、琴音ちゃんが気にしてるのは身の安全のことだけじゃないよ。君が妖精たちの姿や価値観を見て自分自身の存在について悩まないか心配してるんだ。
お前はまだ向こうの空気を吸う目的でしかメディオを訪問していない。しかしいつかは必ず自身と根源の近い妖精と接触し己の生態を知ることになるだろう。
Karia, I can't tell you what's best for you, but don't forget that ultimately you're the only one who can decide how you want to live your life.
分かってる。ちゃんと受け入れていくって決めたから心配しないで。
Alright then. If there's anything about Medio or anything else that's troubling you, let me know.
ありがとう。頼りにならないけど頼らせてもらう。
Am I supposed to be happy hearing that?
年頃の照れ隠しってやつかな。
As I tilted my head, questioning Karia's evaluation of me.
琴音、今日時間は空いていますか？あなたに折り入ってお願いがあります。
Oh god! Gracefully flying down with disregard for the stairs that were clearly available was the falling angel that we hadn't seen in a while.
うわっ！びっくりした。
Oh, that's right. You haven't seen Eel flying, huh? Eel, try not to fly too much when we have guests here. See, your feathers fly everywhere and get into plates and cups.
ああ、これはすみません。はしたないことを。
So, what do you need my help for? It's unusual to see you in such a panic.
ええ、確かにその自覚はあります。ですがそれも致し方ないことなのですよ。実は可能ならば今日中にここに私を連れて行ってほしいのです。
Oh god. Eel moves a large tablet to his chest so that everyone could see. On the screen were colorful and fun drawings of fish and dolphins. Is this the website for the aquarium?
おお、ここを通りかかったことあるよ。結構お客さんの入りもいいんだよね。
You want to go there? Everyone looked at him, surprised. I'm sure Eel would gladly agree to go with us if we were all heading somewhere, but actually, he wouldn't normally want to go anywhere that isn't related to an anime game.
水族館。行ったことはないが、話には聞き及んでいるぞ。人間界の多種多様な海洋生物を大衆向けに展示している施設。
イルが水族館に興味？そりゃ
Whoops.
ミシェル、これはいわゆる聖地巡礼というものなのです。
A holy sight. Oh no. Oh no. He's going to literally take a pilgrimage through anime dating sites.
今日知ったのですが、この水族館はとある乙女ゲームのデートスポットとしてモデルになった場所なのだそうです。
Damn, he's a true fan. Like, I need to go to the places where they modeled the game after.
作品のファンとしてはぜひ主人公たちが実際に立っていた世界を目に焼き付けるしかないと思い。
なるほど。
ああ、そういう理由ね。
It was very kind of Connus to nod in support without knowing what was going on at all. But why today? The request is a little last minute.
それが明日からこの水族館はリニューアル工事で一時休館してしまうそうなのです。肝心の聖地が姿を変えてから行っても意味がありません。なのでその前にどうにかと。
I see.
あのさ、なんでわざわざマスターを同行させるの？行きたいなら一人で行けばいいじゃん。
その意見はもっともですが、私一人ではミシェルが許可を出してくれませんので。
え？
I only came to know this recently too, but it seems like Eel's generally not allowed to be out on his own. Mizir looked into the distance, nodding.
イルはなんというか見た通りの世間知らずだからね。一人で行動させると危なくてさ。前にこっそり抜け出した彼が1週間戻ってこなかった時はさすがの俺も肝が冷えたよね。
Oh my god.
最終的には某国の富豪子息だと勘違いされ誘拐されかけていたところを発見したのだったな。
Oh my god.
どういう経緯をたどればそんな珍妙な事件に巻き込まれんの？
I was also really curious about that, but I'll save that question for later. Right now, a trip to the aquarium right now, huh? We're gonna stop here. Damn, we went through, like, it's like a roller coaster constantly. It's like, oh my god, fucking Rindo is dying. Oh my god, now Ignis is getting fucking tossed into the snow. And then Eel wants to go to the aquarium. Like, which one of these is not that serious? I don't know. At least things are getting better, and I really like how Kotone and Karya's like relationship is, because they're both like pretty much like human mindset, even though he doesn't have like a human body, you know. So it's kind of nice. You like Kotone finally gets to deal with someone who is like a normal human and isn't Rindo, who's like a dad. So that's nice. Next episode, I guess we will go to aquarium with Eel. Hopefully everybody else will go, but if it's just Eel, then maybe it's a date. I don't know.